Welcome to a video. Right now it is currently 3:04 in the morning on November 29th, Saturday. Happy Saturday, everybody. I hope y'all will have a good rest day. Man, I am super tired. And unfortunately, I had an unproductive yesterday. I'll get into it. Let me share what I got on the list. Burnt out, and then the room status, and then of course I made another purchase. I saw the deals on Black Friday, and I don't know, they don't really look like deals to me. They probably are, maybe just too expensive, and even at the deal, so I don't know. Anyways, and then if we have time, I'll talk about what's next. Man, I just am so out of it. So the whole day yesterday, the Black Friday thing, I lost energy. I just didn't want to do anything. I was just so out of it. I was just so zoned out. I was so tired, I guess, of thinking of what to clean, because I've been so proactive for like the past week, just trying to clean up whatever I could at maximum thinking, and also worrying about how I'm going to pay for this, for that, how I'm going to deal with this and that. But then those things that I do need it, because once I get into car life, I want to minimalize things that I don't need to think about, just the basic things like making food or personal hygiene, whatever makes it easy. Get that to make it easier, because I gotta have that clarity. So yeah, just maximum worrying, maximum trying to think ahead as much as I can, because whatever I need to order now while I still have a home place, because there are things on Amazon, if it's directly from the dealer shipping, so I need the physical address. Also on eBay, they also need a physical address. There's no like location they'll send it to. But the good news is I got all that thing sorted out. So we got all the purchases out of the way, which is great. And now just focusing on cleaning up, getting the storage, and I have to work 100%. And even though I know it's not going to be a lot of money, so I'm really hoping that the media, I'll be able to monetize on it. I'm really hoping and praying that it will happen. I saw like another YouTuber. I remember when he didn't have that much subscribers, it was in the thousands, and now I think it's been three or 6 months. I don't remember, because I, in my eyes, I saw that he made it, and I stopped watching him because he was also living out on the streets, but then he was able to travel, and he said, that's it. He's gonna go to a he's going to South Asia, to a land, and I'm not going to say the location, and he was going to live there, and he made it, and he also filmed his process of him taking a trip there, and that's it. And I just stopped watching him because he made it. He's able to monetize off social media. I'm happy for him. I'm also sad because when I was watching, I was learning like what area is a good spot to, stealth camp. But it looks like that's not happening. So I'm going to figure that stuff out. And I got to figure it out soon too. And yeah, burnt out. I became a vegetable. All I was able to do was just watch social media, try to get myself happy, in a happy state, because I was just so burnt, so stressed, so worried. And yeah, maybe it was a bad thing, but maybe it was also a good thing, because after watching a couple of good videos, I think this is when I realized it's important to have interaction with others, because they probably need another spirit to lift up another spirit, kind of thing, versus having social media to lift up my spirit, because that could take some time, could take quite a bit of time. So, and it did take a lot of time. since the morning all the way until I think about probably 8 or 9. Then I was in a good mood. I was ready to do the things I have to do, and I started working on the room again because I did nothing. So I grabbed all my old tech, not old tech, but the techs that I need to go through. The tech, what I mean is my camera gear, and I have a lot of it. And majority of them, probably a majority of them I have not used, and I was so reluctant to throw it away. Of course, some of them I could give away, but man, I was thinking if I plan to give it away, when am I going to do that? Am I even going to do it at all? And I was thinking maybe I should put it in a place and just see if people take it, they take it kind of thing, like leave it at the park, something like that. I don't know. And then something came over to help me out. It was like, dude, if you're stressed out that much about it, just throw it away. Grace to those, whoever who looks through the trash, and they be pleasantly surprised if they need something, because the stuff I have is kind of old, and as technology progress, the things that I have is it's pretty much dated, but it's still useful if they are really in need, maybe it works. But if they're like a middle class, probably they'll just do the same thing, just probably toss it. But I wouldn't want to think that way, because when I bought it at the time, it cost a lot. Pretty much, I think it's sentimental value. So, yeah, and sentimental value isn't worth much if it isn't much in the real world. And I hope I didn't blabber too much. Blah, blah, blah. All right, next, we're going to talk about the room status. So, of course, it's kind of looking better, because I'm still working on the my old gear. I was going to say old tech, but it's actually my old gear. Once I clear that out, I'm able to gauge how much boxes I got. So far I got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then the 2 seats of my car be like 7, 8. I say roughly about 10 boxes. That is a lot. And of course I could cut down more stuff. I accumulated a lot of stuff. I wonder, the 2 of them are just boxes. And what I mean by that is just boxes for my laptop, my camera gears, the ones that I'm still using that are still current. Because I was thinking if I sell it, people who purchase it, they probably want to have it in a box and instruction books. So I have 2 box loads of that stuff. And man, yeah, that's a lot. But if people don't need the boxes, if I threw those boxes away, then I'll have 2 empty space. But we shall see. The 2 other boxes are filled with clothes. And as I mentioned before, they're name brand stuff, and they're like suits and dress clothes kind of thing. But I'm not going to work in the corporate world anymore, so maybe take half that stuff, let it go, or let everything go. So I really don't know. But anyways, the room status is looking all right. I'd say it's about, last time I said 75%. I don't know. I say maybe it's really 75%. Not really even 80, because man, my room, it is a mess. It still has a lot of stuff around. But as I said before, the inner stuff where things can't be seen, it's all cleared out and empty. Now everything's just been pushed out to the surface, and it just looks like a war zone. But it's getting better. And next is purchases. So I did make purchases. I made 3, and this was the day before yesterday. On Thursday, I purchased batteries, case, and a screen protector. So let me talk about those. The frother I got, where'd it go? This guy used 3 AAA batteries. Right here. And the thing is, oh, wait a minute. Maybe I could charge this thing. Sorry. Because I have a flashlight that uses this style of batteries too. and I left it in my car, and I was thinking, oh man, I didn't want to get it because it's so late. It's like what, 3 something in the morning, and to charge it, these aren't rechargeable batteries, but the one that is in here. This has also 3 AAA batteries, and it was actually originally from my flashlight, which I left on the other side. My super bright flashlight that I use for Uber Eats is a food delivery service. And that time I was able to work at night because my eyesight was much better then. Right now it's really terrible. So yeah, I got the batteries, but these batteries are much better because they have the USB-C port, so I could use this type of cable. The ones I use for my phones, my camera, my laptop, even the tablet, everything used the USB-C. And those batteries have USB ports, so I could just plug it in individually. So I thought that was pretty cool. Let's see how that works. But as I was talking about earlier, why I need it, this thing is amazing, but this thing draws too much power because this came with batteries, but they're not rechargeable. And I think after about 3 or 4 use, the battery got significantly weak, and it barely spins the water. So yeah, because today when I made the coffee, it didn't stir all the honey because I don't use the sweet milk. I just use honey to save money, and it tastes all right. I mean, I prefer to have the milk, but it's too expensive at the moment. And yeah, it spinned it, and the honey didn't dissipate in the water, so it was still there on the bottom. It was like probably like 25% of the honey was still there. So the coffee, when I saw that, I was like, man, that is terrible, because now I have to use the spoon and stir it, and when I do that, I can't really wait, and it'll pick up all the coffee rind on the bottom. And I just had to deal with it. Because usually when I let it spin, the coffee rind will stay in the bottom, and then I let it sit for about 2 or 3 minutes, and then I could pour it out, and the coffee rind would stick on the cup, and all the coffee would just go into my tumbler. Anyways, that was the story. So yeah, I got the battery for the frother. So now after every I think 3 or 4 use, then I could recharge it, and it should be at full power. The next I got is the case. The case I got is for this guy. Man, I am so sad. I'm so sad. It turns out this thing is fake, but it looks so real. It has like the pictures and everything. It looks so real. It looks so real. How do I know it's fake? Because the Marshall app does not detect it. Because usually when I would see it will have like a Willen, then it will have this Willen LE, but it doesn't have that. My other Marshall Middleton has that. It'll say Middleton, and then there will be another one that says Middleton LE. And why do we need the LE? The LE is another type of Bluetooth where the app on our phone can recognize it. Yes, I tried it on Pingguo. The Willen LE didn't come up. I tried it on Orangey. It didn't come up. So I also tried on my tablet. Nothing will detect this on the app. So it's not the real deal. And plus, I also tried it to connect it to my Middleton, because there's a way that you can make it on stack mode, and when it recognizes each other, it just links up. And the Middleton cannot see this guy. This guy doesn't even have that option. This guy doesn't even have the option to do a factory reset. And yeah, super sad. I also did leave a comment. I said, I try to be very nice. I didn't leave a bad comment. I just left it at neutral, because the unit, it does work. It just unfortunately is not real. I mean, it looks like the real deal. I mean, it has the branding, everything. It looks real, so I know that this thing is probably not weatherproof like my other one is, because remember how I said I want to go traveling, and I also want to be a live streamer. So this one is going to have to be able to handle the elements, because I have cameras that could handle it. And this one, supposedly, if it was the real deal, it can handle it no problem in the rain, in the water, wherever. So yeah, anyways, I bought a case for this. It's just to cover it up so it doesn't scar it. I mean, it does work, and it will work for the things that I need to. Pretty much the TTS when I do the live streaming. So whoever comments or if they subscribe or donate, yeah, I could hear it from here. So it's one of the reasons why I got it, but the main other reason I got it is so it could do stack mode, but unfortunately it can't do that, which I'm very sad. And plus I can't change the quality of the sound because without the app I can't up the bass or lower the treble. It is what it is kind of thing. And that is really sad because little Mr. Pinguo, his teeny little speaker sounds way awesome than this thing, and that is sad. This thing is supposed to sound way better than this little dude. But it is what it is, and can't complain right now. It is. So the next thing I got was the screen protector for Dorian, my Samsung Note 10, which was from the other group, which will not be in retirement and will not be destroyed like my S10 or the Samsung A32. Unfortunately, I still have to use the Samsung A32 until I get the screen for this. And when I get the screen for this, the Samsung A32 will be destroyed. And I still haven't pulled the data out of this thing. And yeah, the reason why I need the screen protector is because I did drop the phone. I do drop phones because I guess I'm a clumsy person without knowing it. And unfortunately, the screen also, it has some touch issue. It's not the screen itself, it's the screen protector that's causing it. There's a lag, and for some strange reason, it's just not pushing in the right places. Yeah, I'm a little bit bummed out. But anyways. Oh my gosh, 17 minutes in. I was hoping it would be 10 minutes. Anyways, what's next? So I still haven't done the application, and I still haven't looked for a storage place. So I'm going to see if I will do that. I can't say it ahead of time because I realize I still got a lot more cleaning to do. I'm going to destroy my Blue Yeti box because I don't need it. And it's okay, I don't plan to sell it. I think I'm going to scrap it once it's done because that thing has issues. And yeah, that is it. I gotta clean up more stuff. I got the 2-drawer system, but when I think about it, man, once I put 1-drawer system is a lottery, but 2, for those that don't know, the drawer system is where I put my clothes. The one I plan to put on the top is my daily clothes, like the shirts, the undies, the socks, the clothes that I would sleep in the car, like home, like pajamas kind of thing. And then those will be my daily. The bottom will be my season clothes, like the jeans, the jackets, whatever it is, whatever season it is. If it's tank top, hot season, anything like that. So seasonal clothes on the bottom, daily driver clothes on the top. And yeah, that is it. I still need to test the air fryer, which I have in the bottom. Have not tested that out yet because I want to see how much heat it produces so that I could gauge if I could cook inside my car or if I have to take it outside the car. Because if it's an air fryer, I don't know, I'm assuming it'll blow out a lot of heat, and my car is a small cabin, so I don't want it to be a big heater and smell like food at the same time. So we'll see how it goes. If it doesn't do that, and if it's more like an oven style kind of thing, then that'll be cool. But we shall see. That is all I have for this video. I do want to say thank you everyone that have watched the video all the way through. If you are new and enjoy the content or just want to join along the journey, please consider helping me out with a like, a comment, a share, and if you're not subscribed, to subscribe. And to all my returning viewers, thank you so much for your support. I'm very grateful and it's very encouraging, and I would like to ask everyone that is watching the video, if you enjoy the video, please consider helping me out with a like, a comment, a share, and if you're not subscribed, to subscribe. Did I say that right? I did. What I meant to say is please interact with the videos, because any interaction will help out the YouTube Land's algorithm and it will help me out. And that is all I have. Until the next, the Most High willing, Hallelujah and Sinji Dua, and y'all have a great Saturday.